I can feel your energy pulsating down my spine. Oh, oh. I am not the enemy. No need to run and
Hi everyone, it's Kezzie over here from KezziesCorner and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Kezzie. I'm so happy that you came across my channel and I hope you like my content, and if you do, then I hope you get to stay and subscribe to my channel. I would like to thank everyone who supported KezziesCorner, and thank you so much. So yeah, today's video is going to be a chatty one. It's not going to be makeup related. Well, there are some makeup questions related into the Q&A, but it's not going to only be about that, but it's just going to be me talking to you guys. I've never done a video like this, so it's kind of something new, but I really have been wanting to do this. And I've been getting lots of questions related to Scotland and all that, and I was like, you know, why not do a Q&A? I left you guys to ask me questions and you did, and I have them listed all in my phone. So yeah, we're going to start. So if you like, because my phone got locked as always, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then press subscribe, and let's get on with the Q&A. So I have my questions here on my phone, so I'm just going to read off the questions. I grouped them into little sections. The first question I have, which is makeup related, is from Roberta Merci. I will also be listing down the name and the question, who asked it to me, and la la. So Roberta, hello. And so she asked me, which makeup brand would you like them to bring to Malta that right now we don't have? So Malta is actually, like, we don't have that many makeup brands. Like, we don't have Urban Decay, we don't have Too Faced, Tarte, you name it. But I think personally, if I had to choose one makeup brand that I would have loved to see in Malta, would be Too Faced or else Colourpop. Because Too Faced, because I mean their palettes are so gorgeous and they smell so divine, but to get them you always have to go abroad, whereas you order them somehow online. Then Colourpop is just so expensive when you actually get to order it, because besides paying for the shipping, you also get to pay for the customs. So even though the products are really not that expensive, it will become expensive because, does it fly? Is she inside? Oh god, I hope she's not inside. Oh, one moment, have to get rid of that mosquito. That mosquito can't stay in my room. She was outside. Whew. Don't like me mosquitoes inside. Mosquitoes scare me. Okay, the next question is from Helia, and Helia25, and she asked me, what is your favorite lipstick brand and shade? So my favorite lipstick brand is Colourpop. I think they have such a variety of shades, and they also started with lipsticks as well. That's how they got so well known. And right now I'm loving Dreamy and Reaver. They are the Kathleen Lights collaboration that she did recently with them. So we have this like burnt orange sort of peachy shade, which is perfect for spring and summer. And then we have also this neutral pink shade, which is so gorgeous, and that is Dreamy. So this is Reaver and this is Dreamy, and they're so cute. And I just love Colourpop. They have like ultra mattes, they also have the metallics, they also have the creamy ones, the satin ones, sorry. These are ultra satin actually, and they also have the ultra glossy, which I don't really like, but yeah, I really love these two also because Kathleen Lights got to collaborate with them. But I think they're an amazing brand, and also they do eyeshadow palettes as well. They do highlighters now, concealers. Whew. Dreamy, where were you going? So yeah, if I had to choose, my favorite lipstick brand would be Colourpop, and these two right now are my favorite lipsticks, even though I'm not wearing them today. So the next question is here. What is your favorite drugstore makeup brand by the_a_says. She's a very sweet girl from Instagram. So my favorite drugstore brand, I think, would have to be, I don't know, it's a tough one, because drugstore, they have so many good products, which sometimes are so much more worth it than high-end products. But I think my favorite one would be Rimmel. And after that would be Essence. I know, right? Essence, I love their mascaras. Like, if I had to choose a mascara, I would definitely go from Essence. And they have like so many other products as well, which are so good for everyday, you know, makeup. And Essence was the first makeup brand that I've ever tried. And then after Essence, I remember I moved up to Rimmel, and Rimmel was my like first adultish makeup brand. I don't know if you can, you can understand me. So it's like moving from teenager to, you know, adult-ish. I love it. I still buy stuff from them today. I love their matte powder, their Stay Matte Powder. They have such good foundations, like the Match Perfection foundation, the Wake Me Up foundation. Like, those are holy grail products which I'll never actually stop using. I love the Wake Me Up. I still use it for summer probably. But yeah, I think they have such an amazing product range, and their prices are not that bad as well. And I also love their lipsticks, especially the new matte ones. They're really good. Okay, and then Paris Blue Paper Moon asked me best foundation suggestions for all day wear and full coverage with a dewy finish. So I don't really wear that many foundations with a dewy finish, but I think this one, the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation, is a good one. It gives your face a little nice glow, but it also has good coverage in it, and I love this. I've discovered it when I first bought it in Superdrug in London last year, and I love it every day. I love using it for everyday makeup look as well. But you can also build up the coverage, and you can use it for a night out as well. But if you have like those matte foundations, which I have lots of, you can buy these like prime oil things. And I bought one recently from Revolution Pro, and I basically put it underneath my foundation, and I'm wearing it today. I'm not wearing this foundation today, but I'm wearing the Revolution Pro matte foundation as well. And I don't know, I think my skin looks more glowy. So I guess if you have matte foundations, you can always buy a primer oil and just put it underneath your foundation. It will just give you a nice glowy look, even though you have a matte foundation, I think. I don't know. That's what I think. Yeah, we finished the makeup ones, so now we're going to move on to some inspirational questions. But I got one question which asked me where... Here, Miss Berg It. I will leave it linked over here on the screen just in case I'm not saying it properly, but she said, where are you from? And I'm actually from Malta, if you didn't know. And I know lots of people don't know where Malta is, because I've had like people say, where is Malta? And just in case, for those of you who don't know, Malta is in the Mediterranean Sea in Europe, and it is quite close to Sicily. So yeah, and Malta is like the 3 little islands. You have Malta, Gozo and Comino. A little bit of history over here, geography of Maltese islands. Yeah, but if you like the sun and if you like the sea, then I definitely suggest that you come and visit Malta in the summer, because I think it's a lovely place to go to for a holiday. But fun fact, actually, I am half Maltese because my mom's Australian, so that makes me half Australian. Okay, so now we have some inspirational questions. And basically, Anya G asked me, who from YouTube inspires you the most? So I think I had started watching Juicy Star 07 first, Fleur the Force, xoxo. I used to watch her from the beginning. But I think right now, the YouTuber who inspires me the most is Imagination. She started like only a year ago, and she has become so popular, and she deserves it because she's so genuine. She says it as it is. She opens up about topics that, you know, are quite close to her, and she just makes you feel like, you know, you go through some stuff, but you know, you're not the only one who goes through it, and she just makes you feel like sort of like, yeah, there's a family that can support you. She's so sweet, and she's so genuine, and she deserves everything that is happening to her, and I just love her. And also love her style as well, and her makeup. She talks about, you know, these like stories about her past, about how she was bullied and all that, and you know, you think, you know, that happened to me as well, so I'm not the only one, you know, it's just nice. And also Chinita Yuki, she also asked me what motivates you, so that could answer that question as well, I hope. Official CG6 asked me, what's inspired you to make YouTube content? So it's a funny story. So back when I started this channel over 2 years ago. Yeah, because I finished my undergrad degree, I think almost 3 years ago. And so then I finished that degree, and then what I did was I started working. And the job obviously that I had wasn't the one that I actually intended obviously of doing. I wanted to do something more psychology related, but I ended up working more with kids. Don't get me wrong, I love the kids that I worked with. They're just adorable. I love kids in general, so and I loved my job. But then, you know, when I used to go home, I used to be like, you know, I love my job, but still, and I was happy at my job. But then when you go home, I'm like, now what am I going to do? You know, I need something to get my positivity back and my motivation. So I was like, maybe I could start YouTube again. And Luke was very supportive. And when I say I could start YouTube again, it's because I've had a previous channel before. I've closed it down, it's private right now, but I still have the videos. And it was called Gigi and Kez. And Gigi was actually my cat before Nemo. And when Gigi passed away, it was kind of a really horrible experience. He passed away because of kidney failure, and it was just so terrible to see that cat go through all that. oh, worst time of my like that was one of the worst moments I think in my life. To see my little Gigi, poor little Gigi. Anyways, so yeah, I still have the videos, but it's all private now, and I just, you know, go see them because there's Gigi a lot in them. So yeah, anyways, so I had stopped that basically because of what happened to Gigi, but also because I was doing my undergrad degree, so I wasn't really focused on that, and I wasn't really determined. So then, come September 2015, I started my, I started my YouTube channel. I started this one, KezziesCorner, and thanks to Luke, he was so supportive, and actually, I hid it from everyone for a year. And then I said, if I'll do it for a year, I'll open up my Facebook page and then everybody will know about it. Actually, my best friend, she found out about it because she came over and my laptop was open and I was editing a video and I was so stupid. I didn't close it. So she was like, Kez, what is this? I'm like, oh shit. So anyway, she found out like that. And then like, I think a month later it was that I told everyone basically from Facebook because I created a Facebook page. And yeah, if you don't follow my Facebook page, you should. It's all linked down below, as well as my Instagram and all that jazz. So yeah, yeah, I think that was what inspired me the most to start my YouTube channel, because I wanted to get something positive in my life again, and it just helped me. You know, it just helped me a lot. I loved always watching makeup videos, and I also, when I used to do my makeup before I started my channel, I used to go like, oh, I'm going to use this foundation, then I'm going to use it. So, you know, it's always been there. I think that I wanted to do something like this, and I never knew that I actually will still be doing it after, I think, almost 2.5 years. So yeah, we're going on our 3rd year right now. So yeah, that is that is that. So the next question is, where do you find inspiration for most of your content? And that is by Adelia Lauren. So I think my inspiration has always been Kathleen Lights for the makeup section, and then xoxo, which was the one, she inspired me to do vlogs because I see her daily vlogs every single day without missing them. And then obviously there's Zoella and Fleur de Force. Like, I've always watched their videos, and I've always liked watching their favorites, their makeup hauls, their makeup tutorials and all of that. In fact, those are the kind of videos I kind of like doing, and testing out videos and all that. I also like, what's her name, Sophie does nails as well. I love her as well right now. Kind of like watching them every single time. Like, I watch all their videos. And Kathleen Lights, I love Kathleen Lights, and her favorites videos and her MTs were the ones, you know, who inspired me, I think, to do these kind of videos. So I always knew that I wanted to do makeup, so yeah. But I think the thing that stops me sometimes is my skin. I hate my skin. In fact, today I wanted to do a makeup tutorial, but I can't, because right now over here I have like these red patches, which is probably like from an allergy or something. I don't know. I just hope they go, because I really want to film a makeup tutorial, not this one, but with some products, some new products from a makeup brand. So the next question revolves around Scotland. I've got many questions asking me, you know, why are you there? What are you doing? So basically, Layla Borch, 22, asked me, why are you living abroad and what made you want to take the decision? So I'm living at the University of Stirling. I chose an accommodation on the campus, which is so much easier to go to uni, and I'm here to study, so might as well just stay on campus. It's just for a year anyways. So I'm actually doing a master's in health psychology, and this wasn't my first choice, but I'm very happy about my decision. I love health psychology. I've also got the opportunity to do a placement and working on my dissertation as well, and I chose that the topics of my placement and my dissertation would be sort of similar-ish. But yeah, I think the lecturers over here are so nice and they're so helpful, and the secretary is so helpful as well. She replies immediately to my emails, to anyone's emails, and the course friends that I've made, they're so nice and helpful. Yeah, it's been a lovely experience, but this hasn't been my first, my first choice of what I was going to do this year. So basically, when I finished my degree of psychology, my undergrad, I kind of wanted to continue on neuropsychology, and I applied a year later. I applied to a Italian university for a course in neuropsychology, but I didn't get chosen. Like, that was very competitive, and I knew why. I mean, I didn't have experience and all that, so yeah, I understood about that, but very sad. So and then a year goes by, and I said, okay, let me apply for the Uni of Stirling, because my best friend did this course, and then also a lecturer of ours did this course, so I knew that it was, and the university is quite prestigious and all that. University of Stirling is beautiful. The campus is so pretty. Like if you were to come in this, and if you wanted to come and decide to study here, I would really recommend it. It's so nice. So yeah, so then a year after I applied for the Padua one, the Italian course, I applied for this one, which I got in, and then a month later I also put in my shot and applied for a master's in Malta. So it's different basically. It's a total different story from applying for a master's abroad and a master's in Malta, because the master's in Malta leads to a warrant, but the English master's doesn't, unless you do a stage 2, it's called, with health psychology I'm talking about, not clinical. It's very complicated. My head, like literally, I can't still understand it. But yeah, so basically if you come to anywhere, you have to do, so a master's, 1-year master's is not enough to get you a warrant, but then you can do a stage 2, it's called. And then you can get your practice from it and you can get your warrant. So the Maltese Masters actually, that is like a 2-year course, and then you get your warrant after 2 more years after that Masters. So yeah, it obviously leads you to a warrant. So I'm like, of course I'm going to apply because, you know, you should. And I did. And I applied for a clinical as my first choice, and then health as my second. Because neuro was kind of related to clinical, so I was like, yeah, why not? In June, I found out that neuropsychology came out, and I obviously didn't receive an email about it. Nobody advertised it, and whatever. I phoned the university. I asked them, can I change my application to say that I'm applying for the MSc in neuropsychology, and they told me yes. And I was like, whatever, okay, fine, that passed. Thank you so much. So then, the masters in Malta. So the interview, I think, was in the beginning of September, and like a week later I flew up to Stirling and I started my course in Stirling, not knowing if I had got chosen or not into the Maltese Masters. Personally, I knew that I didn't get chosen in the Maltese Masters because the interview was so intense. It was the most intense interview that I've ever had. But also, besides the interview, there was also a role play that you had to do with a client, and I thought I did well in that. Anyways, a day before my birthday, that was in the end of September, I found out that obviously I didn't get chosen into the Maltese one, and I was very upset. I was angry at myself. I mean, I was happy here, but at the same time, you know, you're like, oh, you know. So I was upset about that, and then I sent an email and I told them, you know, could I get some feedback as to why I wasn't chosen? I'm very disappointed about this. And they were kind enough to set a date for me. And in December, I went down to Malta and I got my feedback. I think I was more angry at myself through the feedback and not just with the result. I think I was angrier in December than I was in September. So when I go down for the feedback, they told me that basically I didn't do well in the role play because I didn't notice that the client was crying or whatever, and I wasn't listening to the client. And for me, that kind of, you know, I was like, really? Did the client cry? Did I miss? How could I miss that? I wasn't empathetic enough. And I'm like, huh, me? Oh God, there was like a bee, or a big massive bee. I don't know if you heard like a thump. Anyways, so I was really angry. I was angry at myself. I'm like, how did I miss that? How was I not empathetic enough? Me? I'm usually so empathetic. I usually use empathy every single time. But yeah, so I didn't get chosen. I think it took me until February to just, you know, calm down and say, you know, whatever, Kezia, that thing passed. You know, guys, whatever you apply, you might not get into everything. I'm a very unlucky person, I've noticed. But you know what? You shouldn't give up. You take that experience and you go and you grow from it. Like, my goodness, I couldn't see at that time that, Kezia, you're not doing nothing. You're actually doing a master's. Which, okay, fine, it's not going to lead me to a warrant that easily, but it's still going to open my doors for future, you know, for future things related to psychology. So I should, you know, I'm happy about that. Obviously, still deep down in my heart, I'm like, you know, you didn't get chosen. But anyways, whatever. It's passed. That experience has passed. I grew from the experience, and I'm grateful that, no, I'm not grateful to have experience. It was a horrible experience, but yeah. But you know what? I'm stronger now, and I've learned from it, and yeah, we'll see what the future holds. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. My plan is obviously to go back down to Malta. I mean, another question asked me, from my diva inside, would you consider staying abroad? I mean, at first when I came, I was like, yeah, sure, why not? But now I'm like, no, I want to go home. I want to be with my family. I want to be with Luke. I want to be my cat. I want to be my friends. And I need a job. I need money. So I can't really afford to stay abroad, even if I wanted to. And then maybe one day, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? And as for the warrant, basically, I don't know what's going to happen. But for now, I just want to get a psychology-related job, help people in any way I can, and then maybe in the future I'll apply for the course in Malta again and get my warrant or whatever, or else do stage 2 abroad. I mean, you can actually do stage 2 in Malta, but I don't know how that works. I have to figure it out, but I have to figure that out as well. But yeah, I'm kind of a it gets too emotional for me to talk about it, but I finally told you guys the real truth, and so I hope you appreciate it. The last and final question comes from What Sarah Writes, and she asked me, how has studying abroad been for you? So studying abroad is really amazing. The lecturers are so nice and so genuine and so helpful. Our marks, they come out really quick. I really didn't know that was possible, because in Malta they take so long. They take forever, and to reply to an email, they're like, you know, time passes like so. But they reply really quickly over here, and they also include the students and like little events and stuff, and they're so helpful, so helpful. And then she also asked me, you know, what do you like or not like about living abroad and stuff like that. So basically, living abroad has, you know, helped me become more independent. I got to know myself more. I got to know that I could do things on my own. Hate cooking, hate cooking, and that's the one thing that I dislike. It's a little bit expensive, so that is a bit, you know, you have to keep it in mind. If you're going to choose that you're going to live abroad and study abroad, you have to make sure that, you know, you're covered by your finances and stuff. I mean, I participate in studies over here, you get paid for them, so that's a good thing. But something that I like over here compared to Malta is definitely the greenery. We don't have that. The air is so fresh. My hair feels much nicer, my skin feels much nicer. But I also like the shopping over here. It's just amazing. You know, there's like Superdrug and Primark and H&M, and yeah, it's just and Starbucks and all that stuff. And I also like the transport over here. They're so quick. Like the time, if the bus or a train says it's coming at 10 past, it will be there. It will be there waiting for you, darling. And that's not, you'll never find that in Malta. Nah, that won't ever happen in Malta. But yeah, it's a little bit expensive. Even transport is expensive. So yeah, I mean, I'm going back home. I'm gonna miss Stirling, and I'll probably be back in Scotland. I think I'll start doing holidays over here and exploring more of Scotland, because obviously while you're studying, you don't have that much time, and also money was limited. So, you know, hopefully when I get back to work, get back some money, I'll come here and I'll explore like the Isle of Skye and all those. I mean, I've been to places, but still want to go to Isle of Skye and discover that. So I hope you like this chatty video. Something I've never done before, and I hope you really like it. Next week, don't worry, will be like a makeup related video. So yeah, next week I'll also be moving back to Malta, so just give me some time until I settle back, because I don't know obviously how I'm going to take that. Also, my room looks different as well. I can't wait to see my room. It's all white, so I can't wait to see that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave now. It's like I let out a ton of bricks. So yeah, I hope you all have a lovely week, and if you have any comments, leave them down to me below. If you want to know more about psychology, let me know in the comments down below. I think I have quite a bit of experience with psychology. That should be a separate video of, like, you know, what to do with psychology degree and all that. And if you have any more questions about living abroad, just let me know. I wouldn't mind. Any questions, just let me know and I'll answer them in the comments. So yeah, I'm gonna go have a cup of tea, and I will talk to you guys later in my next video. Bye! Hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then press subscribe. Bye guys!